We're back to 29.59. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hey, Bob.
Rotation, baby. That's what's going on here. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and I think we're starting to see some early signs of it. Too soon to make a trend here, but remember what's been weak throughout most of the year? Cyclical names. We've seen banks weaker, energy generally weaker, industrials generally weaker. Holding up a little better today. Banks, energy, industrial started positive, a little weaker. What's been strong throughout the year? Consumer staples and semiconductors to a certain extent. Different kinds of groups here, but they're also a little weaker today. This is what I talk about, the rotation. So a lot of questions yesterday that some momentum stocks had been weaker, and indeed, that was the case. If you take a look here, some of the fintech names strong all year, PayPal, MasterCard. This is what happened yesterday, both down. Some of the consumer names. So remember, momentum names are price related. So fintech's been strong, and consumer and defensive names have been strong. Merck was down yesterday. Kimberly-Clark all had a very good year overall. Momentum names weak. What's happening today? How about these four names? Exact same thing. This is why I'm telling you, a little bit of a trend. Too early to say a major trend, but we're seeing this again for the second day in a row. Meantime, deeper cyclical names yesterday, for example, generally outperformed the market. I'm talking about the railroads, Norfolk Southern, John Deere, Fastenal. They were all up yesterday. What are some of these deeper cyclical names looking like today? This is today's performance. If you put that up, generally they're outperforming a little bit. Fastenal is down 1%, but the deeper cyclicals are doing a little bit better. Okay, so some evidence that some deep cyclical rotation may be going on right now. So the important thing is all year, low volatility stuff has ruled the markets. I'm talking about consumer staples have generally been strong. REITs have generally been strong. Utilities, these are from their 52-week highs. These are essentially right near historic highs all throughout the year. What else has been going on? Rotation has been going on, and these are the ones that have been hit badly. These are the ones that may be doing better if we finally start getting some rotation into the markets overall. Industrials also only about 3% from their historic highs. Meantime, a lot of discussion about WeWorks. Is it going to impact the market for IPOs in general, outside of WeWorks? Remember, we've had a great year, 28% gain in the IPO ETF. That's been terrific overall. No sign it's impacting yet, but keep an eye on a couple of things. Yesterday, for example, some recent software IPOs were notably on the weak side. So if you take a look at some of them like Slack, Fastly, PagerDuty, CrowdStrike, Zoom, they were all down yesterday, rather notably. And Slack had some bad news on Friday. Their first earnings report was not very good. The guidance there was for decelerating earnings growth, so maybe something to keep an eye on here. As of now, though, we're holding up. I just want to note one thing. There's an ETF for everything. Speaking of ETFs, today, the vegan ETF actually launches at the NYSE. It excludes oil stocks, includes meat-based products, and you've got a lot of odd groups in there. Of course, you've got Beyond Meat in there, but you've got everything else that excludes all these other groups in here. And so you've got companies like Microsoft and Apple that don't seem like they have anything to do with vegan products. And I guess, guys, that's the problem with some of these restricted ETFs. Very, very limited amount of things to buy for them.